We are doing a Q&A from home tonight. We are actually not at the casino. I'm getting ready to embark on trying to make a fun cocktail, and then we're taking it out to the patio to enjoy the nice summer heat. So welcome everyone. We have a special mystery guest. I can't tell you who it is yet. Sort of a last minute decision. So thank you to anyone who's going to be hanging out with us. I think there's always like a commercial that happens before this starts, so I feel like I have to give everyone a little extra time to actually see what I'm doing. So I'll give you guys a minute. I'll start making my cocktail. I think we're gonna go, I have some Casamigos. It was in the freezer, so it's extra crispy cool. I'm gonna do kind of a poor man's margarita, I think. And then we have a little orange liqueur. I guess this is more of a Paloma, really. I'm going to use Fresca grapefruit soda. And we're going to say that that's going to be extra tasty. So I hope everyone has had a good night. If you don't have anything going on, then stick around for a while and hang out. Let me put all this stuff back. Does anybody else keep their liquor in the freezer? Is that just me back from my college days? I don't know. Are we still doing that at this age? You gotta let me know. All right, so cheers to Friday. Let's go ahead and we'll flip this around. Here we go. And let's make our way outside. All right, it is so nice out. The heat definitely gets you when the sun is out, but once the sun goes down and it's just the heat, it is really nice. This is another funny thing. The kids were out here the other day and they were going through some of the rocks and they found seashells in the rocks, and I'm just trying to figure out where our fill must have come from. Have seashells in Las Vegas in our rocks, so that's pretty funny. Hey Scott, thanks for joining. So we are still doing that. Okay, I thought so. I was hoping so. All right, we'll put those there. I'm gonna bring this camera down just a smidge. And can you guys hear me okay? I don't have the microphones running right now. Hi, Tony. So we're just gonna sit outside and relax. And I made this drink in my, this is actually Briella's Stanley. She calls it her baby Stanley because it's smaller than our big ones. So, but they're insulated. They keep everything nice and cool, especially in this heat. These are nice because they keep the ice. Pro tip. So if you guys are traveling here for vacation and you're taking a drink with you onto the strip, get a nice insulated cup. It really does wonders. That ice will stay frozen and your drink will be fresh, especially for water. Hot water, you don't want to drink that. That's the worst. All right, so again, for everyone who is joining, happy Friday. We're doing things a little different today. We're just doing kind of a Q&A, hangout from home. It's been a busy week and kind of wanted a break. Sorry if you hear the barking. That is our neighbor's dog. He gets awfully excited when he hears people outside. So he's probably going to be just yapping and joining us as well. So, ooh, oh my, I might have did that a little too much. If you guys have any questions related to the channel, any personal questions for myself, Rob is not here right now, but I can obviously answer questions. If you have any questions about the gaming industry, any questions about things that are upcoming, I have some knowledge about new games and events that are going to be happening. Let me know. We have a lot going on. It got busy all of a sudden, which I'm very, very thankful for. It's giving us the chance to truly make this a real job, and it's full-time for me. So a lot of good things coming. We are planning in the beginning stages here of trying to plan a group pull, hopefully on a Saturday in October. And we're still trying to find out the casino that will, be best for hosting that. This October, there's also G2E that's coming up at the Venetian, and that is like the world's largest gaming convention. So all of the manufacturers are there, the casinos are there, influencers, basically anybody who is connected to the gaming industry in any manner is there. So we'll be there a few of the days. We have a few things scheduled. What else? We are also hoping, fingers crossed, through one of our partners to be traveling up to the Pepper Mill, hopefully next month, and do some filming in Reno at the Pepper Mill. And I'm trying to think, it's just a lot of things, a lot of really, really good things going on to help keep us busy. So it's always good. And I wish I could connect something to this to Chabot. I don't think I can. I can't. So never mind about that. That was a random thought, but let me know, you guys. It's so nice. It's warm out. The summer, it's kind of funny. I kind of feel like the summer, we can feel it kind of coming to an end. It's a little bit cooler each day. It has been a little muggy. I don't really know where that's coming from, but it has been a little muggy here. Do any of you guys have plans to travel here soon? Are you coming to Vegas or going to Reno? Let me know. And where do you guys usually stay? It's so funny because when we were just vacationing here, we would stay on Strip, usually within MGM because we had our best status with them and the best kickbacks. But we really like working with Station now, so. And we do have a special guest tonight. The special guest is waiting patiently. And then after this, I think we're gonna make some dinner. We're gonna be lazy. Sometimes just a lazy day is a good day. And we'll start again tomorrow. Oops. Try to fix this. At least the lighting is decent. I wasn't sure if it was gonna be bright enough, but it's actually all right. Well, let's see. I think we can bring on our special guest. If our special guest is ready. I gotta figure out how to set up the camera so that this makes sense. Yeah, Scott, if you ever get a chance to come out to Vegas, it's really unique, that's for sure. The first time I ever came here, it was just off the premise of things I had seen in the movies, and I remember driving in. We came in from LA, and we were driving in, and you just hit all these lights, and it's totally just a fake It's a fake city. And it's just bright, and there's so many people, and what a funny place Las Vegas is. It's really just fake. It's just completely made up, just this oasis in the desert. We don't go down to the Strip as much now living here, but off the Strip, it's actually very beautiful. Nevada is the most mountainous state in the country. So we are just in the valley of all the mountains, and the sunrises and sunsets are really great. There's lots of hiking and outdoor activities. The weather, honestly, even though it's been hot, it's great. It is great. When we lived in Maine, we had high humidity. So it'd be, 75, 80 degrees. And then that humidity would just hit you in the face. So we don't really have that here. It's very dry. A little bit of humidity every once in a while. But the heat doesn't, unless you are right in the sun and you can't find shade, the heat's okay. It is not bad. So I'm going to figure out how to get this. Guys, we have a special guest. This is an exciting special guest. So thank you to everyone who's hanging around. Yeah. I'm going to figure out how, because we're vertical, I don't have much of a wide angle, but you guys, this is the official introduction. I want you guys to meet Leah. So Leah is always modding for us. And she is starting to transition into more of the executive assistant type work. So moving forward in the next couple of months, we're going to be transitioning Leah to take over the marketing and media communications for the business. And that's going to free up some time for Rob and I to work on other things and travel and film, work on the content. So I don't think you guys have really officially met Leah. And I think it would be fun if you did. So we're home, why not? And I'm gonna have to figure out how we can move this so that we can be in the frame. I don't know how to get over here. Maybe this chair. All right, so everybody, this is Miss Leah.
Hello.
We'll just back this up. I'm not gonna be able to see those comments real good.
Oh, I got it.
Okay. So Leah is Rob's daughter, technically the middle child, my stepdaughter, and she is soon to be, in the next few months here, 21. And we are bringing her on full time at that point. So she'll be able to do some filming with us. Like I said, she's going to handle a lot of the marketing and media relations. She's going to help us with scheduling. Lord knows that I can do logistics, but I hate it. So she's going to be helping. And now you can put a face to the name. So
if you've ever been put in timeout,
it's Leah.
It was me that did that. But
I hope everyone can hear us. I feel like I'm a little far away. Maybe I should get the microphones. I'm going to get the microphones, everybody. Hang tight. Leah, ask them if they have any questions.
Do you guys have any questions for me or any questions in general? I haven't done too much, like, in terms of, like, at the casino, but, like, I know some stuff.
She does know some stuff. All right, you guys, we're going to set up the mics.
And this light isn't very...
It's
not the most flattering.
It is not the most flattering out here. We have very yellow lighting. That's all right. Let's get you guys on the microphone. There we go. Now, if you didn't hear the dog barking before, you definitely will.
Where do I put it?
Anywhere you want, really. I just kind of do a little clip on.
I've never actually used one of these.
I know, you got to get into practice.
Oh my goodness. Can you guys hear me?
All right, are we?
Hello.
Here we are. Oh, this chair goes back.
I know, it does, doesn't it?
Hold on, I got to bring that up. My back is not good for that. All right. Well, you guys.
Any questions?
Happy Friday. I hope you can see the chat because
I
I'm
can.
real far away now and I'm really blind.
No, I recognize a few of you guys in here. If you've ever like chatted in the live, that's been me that's responded.
Mm-hmm.
If you ever been put in timeout, that's been me that's done that. Yeah, so it's been nice getting to know you guys.
So let me ask you guys, because we don't really get a chance to just kind of sit down and chat. Usually we're filming and it's chaotic and we're at the casino and it's noisy and hard to focus. So do you have a favorite slot game that you play? And do you have a favorite casino here in Vegas? And I ask that because I'm trying to incorporate more variety. And I think if you've been with us for a while and you've watched the videos, you're seeing that we're branching out a little bit. Some of our sponsorships have helped us do that as well, try new games and different things. So if you have a game that you like, if you have a casino that you really like, let us know. Like I said, for the past few months, we're putting some stuff together for the fall. And we want to do some new things. We're going to be doing some traveling. We're going to be playing at some new casinos.
Lots of exciting stuff.
Yeah, like I said, we have the conference coming up. We have our sponsorships. The big one we have right now is with SciPlay, with our online app. And so let me know. Right now, we've played a lot of Light and Wonder, again, thanks to our sponsorship with SciPlay. We've also done a lot with IGT. They've been great supporters of the channel. And we're starting to get more connected with Konami. So Konami games have always scared me. I feel like they're like beyond volatile with anything that we play, which is probably silly because, I mean, how can that be? So I haven't really played a lot of Konami, but I think we're going to be adding that in moving forward. We always play with Aristocrat games, and most of these manufacturers, I think all of them now have an app, an online app, so you can go onto the app and play their games if you like them. So that's exciting as well. I think I see a chat moving, but I can't see. Anything good?
No.
Okay.
Just
held
for review.
Oh, just a little spammy spam? All right, fair enough. A little
Oh.
spam. Well, the dog's entertaining. So that's good. I don't like this chair.
It's not the most like.
It is not the most comfortable. You guys,
No.
you're gonna move with me for a few minutes here. We're gonna move this around. I don't really love that chair, to be honest with you. This is my little spot right here. I like to be over here. And then if I'm here, I can see. I'll give Leah a break so she can keep modding. Again, thank you to everybody who is here. Like I said, it's kind of an unofficial live. It's nothing fancy. We're not at the casino. I'm not too worried about, thumbs up, although if you do want to give us one, I'll take it. But really just a chance to chat and get caught up with everyone.
Oh, Scott said, we live in an area called the Four States. We are in the southeast corner of Kansas. And
Yes,
very close to Missouri, Oklahoma, and Arkansas. Our local casino is called Kansas Crossing.
It sounds like a nice area. So it's that's the casino for all of the towns, it sounds like. In the States. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so weird being here in Vegas. So we moved here from Maine. And Maine was very, very strict about casinos coming in for years and years. And then they finally did. They built Bangor, the casino in Bangor, Hollywood Casino, and then the Oxford Casino. So we would go to Oxford periodically. That was closest to us and family. And then in Massachusetts, we went to Encore. And Connecticut was really our favorite. Connecticut has Foxwoods and Mohegan. Those are recognizable brands and names. We would go there as often as we could. We really enjoyed it. And In New Hampshire, there was,
What was there in New Hampshire?
oh, there were the little ones. It was, gosh, I can't
Thank
remember.
you to the mod Femur Man for helping us out.
Oh, yes, and Femur Man is on mod as well. He has given us a helping hand. So thank you to Femur Man.
And then D. Crochet has a question.
Yes, have you guys ever gone to Rampart Casino? My first time was last weekend for their champagne brunch buffet. That is on my list of things I want to do. So we have been to the Rampart. We have not filmed at the Rampart. They do require permission, which is fine. We get permission everywhere that we go, mainly because I don't like to be stopped. But I'm hoping to get in contact with them, and we'll do some filming there. We do like their buffet, and we like the cafe.
Ooh, what was it called? Earl Grey.
Earl Grey
Cafe. That was
Cafe.
pretty good.
We like that.
And
yep.
they had really good service.
They did
there.
have good service the time that we went. Although I have heard mixed reviews. The day that we went was good.
It was really, yeah.
So it's funny because Rampart is really not far from Red Rock at all. But it's almost like it's on the other side of town.
Yeah.
So we have to like plan to go over to Rampart. So getting to Red Rock's real easy. You get on the 215, you're there, boom, it's fine. Same with Durango, just straight down the 215. But Rampart, you kind of have to get off the Summerlin Parkway and go and zoom all around. And I never thought until we lived here that saying something being 15 minutes away would be an inconvenience.
I know.
It's an inconvenience.
It's crazy.
Traffic here is different. It's built different. You really just want to stay in your bubble. If you don't have to go too far, you don't want to go too far.
Stephanie says, for us newer gamblers,
Yes.
what's the game to start with? Dragon Link or Ultimate Fire Link?
So those are actually two great games. I actually started playing on both of those. I will tell you that they are more of a high volatility slot machine. So all that means is that based on the numbers, you're probably going to have more dead spins than you are bonuses or line hits. The theory behind it is that when you do hit a bonus or a line hit, it has the potential of being a bigger win from a lower volatility machine. So when I play those games, I just have a little bit more of a bankroll, although I have plenty of videos on $100 challenges with those games, and sometimes you hit it just right and it's awesome. But you will have fun on either of those. They're very simple games, very easy to understand. Sometimes these really animated fun games are hard for new players because there's so much going on, and what the heck are you looking for, you know? And so that's why we try to play more so now a variety of games to help newer players. You know, if you're going to the casino, what are you even looking for? How do you get a bonus? What does it look like when you get the bonus? And that's why some of those games that are becoming, you know, classics, they're good because they're easy. Even though they're volatile, they're easy to understand. And we've had, I think I've lost the chat a little bit.
Hello, Melbourne Slots.
I think there were some more questions. Oh, I can go back. Oh, I didn't realize I could go back.
And then Mr. Cashman asks, or he doesn't ask, he's saying.
He's close to MGM Springfield, an hour from Mohegan. That's perfect.
Yeah, that's.
See, we were further. It was definitely a drive. It was about 3 hours for us after we would stop and, you know, get gas or use the restroom. So I would have loved to have been that close.
Thank you, Christine.
And
she says hi from
Scott asked about Vegas Lower. So Daniel, yes. So Daniel, I don't want to speak for him because I don't know exactly, but I believe he was partnered with them. He may still be, I don't know, but I know he was partnered with them. His face was all over their marketing billboards in Las Vegas, and that was kind of his primary casino. I've noticed lately he's spending a lot more time between Boyd and Stations. I don't know if that is over or if he's just getting better offers, but that was definitely his place for quite some time. What else do we have? I'm going to go back through the chats. Christine, hi from Massachusetts. Thank you for joining. Love Mo Mommy. Mo Mommy, I mean, come on. What a great game. They really hit it right with that. Love it, love it. Scott says, scared of Buffalo games. I am scared of Buffalo games. Oh, Buffalo, just we don't have a good relationship at all. I've tried so many times. I've done big bets, small bets. I've tried all the variations. Nothing. Never. Just nothing. Melvin says, what is your favorite casino in Las Vegas? So I'm a little biased. I'm a little biased since moving here. I really, really like going to station casinos. We have a good relationship with the staff. They're very clean. And I feel that their status program is easy to understand, and I think it's pretty easy to obtain. We're low rollers, we don't spend a ton, and we have pretty good status. Now, with that being said, we don't get a lot for our status, and that's partially our fault because we gamble almost daily, and we really need to get to the point where we're only going to each casino maybe once a month so that they're trying to bring us back in. Right now we're too frequent and we're really hurting our offers, and that's, that's on us. So aside from station, we've had good luck getting comps at Resorts World, and Resorts World is beautiful, but we never win. Never. I have not gone there once and left with any money in my pocket since we've been doing this channel. And we've done some with MGM. So with MGM, we still receive a lot of our offers from them for free hotel rooms, which is good to use the pool in the summer, meal credits, slot play. So that helps. But like I said, we don't go down to the Strip as much as we used to. It's a little tricky now. It gets overwhelming. I'm not gonna lie. All right, Scott says, what is the best way to tip when checking into a hotel to get the upgrade? So some people will say the $20 trick still works, and some will say that it doesn't. I will tell you that since we've been traveling to Vegas, I have received communication from the resort beforehand through an email or through my app, letting me know that upgrades are available and letting me know the price and asking for me to upgrade ahead of time. I have found that a lot of the hotels now are gearing towards like an electronic check-in, like check-in through your app or check-in through a kiosk. So when you get to the casino, there might not be anybody there to even check you in to tip to see if there's an upgrade. Recently, we did some stuff with Resorts World, and we had a room. We actually filmed a room review, and they had sent me some communication about upgrading prior, and then when we got there, the gentleman at the desk said, wouldn't it be nice if you had a big, amazing room, and it would only be, I think at that point it was like $70 extra. So I think they're getting away from that, putting the money into the employee's pocket, and more of how can the employee maximize those upgrades for the casino and put the money back in the casino's pocket. So honestly, I would just book a standard room, see what you get for your offers through email or your app for that resort. And then when you show up, if there is somebody there, they're going to let you know. And if they don't, just ask.
Okay, do you want me to read one?
Let's see. There's some more. Let's see.
'Cause
Melvin loves Red Rock. I do too. I really do love Red Rock. It has a soft place for me. And Mr. Cashman says, what if you only use your loyalty card once a month or so that play isn't tracked? What if you use your loyalty card? So are you saying you only use your loyalty card maybe one time when you're playing per month and then you're not using it? I just want to clarify that. Patricia asked, do you stick to a budget while gambling? Yes, I do. Specifically because we have to produce so much content, I stick to a very strict budget. Right now, I'll be transparent about it. It's $4,000 a month max, and that's including my filming and my live streaming and anything else that I have to create, shorts or whatever it may be. So we don't spend much at all compared to a lot of channels and a lot of other people. My hope is always, if I can keep it at 3,000 and get enough hits when I'm playing to kind of keep me rolling, that's always really good. But I set a very strict budget because this is our business, and we don't want to run out of money. So I don't play like I used to. I used to be a little bit more, loosey-goosey about it. And let's see here. Anything else? Oh, referring to me going so often. Yes, so I always use my player's card. Always, always. And the problem with that is that, so when you go to the casino and you're gambling, they are looking at they want to compute your what they think you're going to play, okay? So they're going to be looking for coin in and for how long did you have that coin in. So you don't have to go to the casino and do $50 bets to get amazing offers. You have to go to the casino and spend a bankroll over a period of time in the day to get your comps. So for example, because we film frequently and we're getting content, I should really be going to the casino once a month, spending what my budget is, filming, and then not going back to that casino on my card at least for a month. I could use, Rob's card or something like that, but not to mess up my theoretical play. Because I put my card in every day and I'm doing, $100, $200, $300, they're sitting here and saying, well, when you come, you're only here for an hour or two. When you come, you're only spending $200, and that doesn't equivalent to anything. It needs to look like I come in, I hit it hard, I leave, and I don't come back. And that's how you're really going to maximize your play. And that's something I have to switch with my with the way that we're doing content for sure, because I am not maximizing my comps at all. So that's something that we're looking to change for sure. But you can go to the casino, you can spin $1, you could spend 50 cents if you're going to be playing for 10 or 12 hours. If you go in and you just dump that $3,000 in a couple of spins in high limit or a few hands of blackjack, you're not going to get comps. You're going to get crap for comps because you weren't there very long. So they want to see that people are getting to the casino and they're staying and they're playing actively. So that's just FYI. Some people don't know that. I used to not know that. So I didn't visit Atlantic City, actually. It's kind of a bummer. So if you're familiar with Atlantic City, it's not easy to get into. It's kind of a pain. And for us, we would have to drive at the time coming from Maine. It's going to be like a 6 or 7 hour drive, I think. And when I looked at it that way, obviously I'm just going to go to Mohegan or Foxwoods. So kind of a pain. I think now, even if we had it on our list of places to visit, I think we still have to fly
probably to
into
New
York maybe, and then drive, or Jersey. I don't know, but it's a pain to get to if you're not close to it. Let's see. Do we have any other? Lyric says, what are comps? Is that basically them rigging the win based on your play history? No. So comps are ways that the casino tries to offset the money that you've spent there. So depending on what your status is with the casino and how much you spend, they will offer you, food and beverage credit. They could offer you free rooms. They could offer you upgraded type rooms like suites. They can offer you free play, and that free play can be anywhere from, $10 to tens and thousands of dollars, depending on how much you spend. Other comps can just be like resort credit, so you can use it at the stores. It's just, sometimes there's cruises. It's different ways that the casino gives back to their players for them coming in. They give, free gifts and whatnot, and those gifts get better with your tier status. So kind of offsets the play that you put in. What did I missed? Let's see.
I think you
I think
pretty
I
much
got 'em.
caught up. Yeah.
Am I caught up? Wow.
Yeah.
All right,
Pretty
fair
good
enough.
job. She did it like a speed run.
Oh my goodness.
Tony says, yes, I got a free 2-night stay and free tickets to see Diana Ross.
There you go. Yeah, we got tickets.
Ooh.
So, who was just at Red Rock? It's a country artist. Dustin Lynch, maybe?
Luke Bryan.
No.
Oh, no.
He was at Resorts World, but not now. He had his residency, but he's gone. I think it was Dustin Lynch was at Resorts World just recently. So we could have gone if we wanted to. We had free tickets. We got free tickets to some other concerts there. Station casinos, once you're a local, they don't really give you much as far as rooms go. You might get like a discounted rate. You might get a free room, but it's going to be sort of off season. So we get a little bit. With MGM though, I still get my normal offers. So I'll get, sometimes concert tickets. We get free parking. I get my free rooms. And they're a much bigger company. So, kind of to be expected.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to be a high roller. It's such a misconception. And I think for a long time, going to the casino and gambling was very tainted, that it was bad and it was ruining people's lives and it was ruining families, and maybe that was the case, but casinos have really become more of like social clubs now, where you can go in, it's kind of like a mall, like there's a lot of shopping, there's a lot of dining, plus there's the casino, and it's kind of, especially here in Vegas with the culture, it's a gathering place. So like we have kids' birthday parties at the casino. We go to the bowling alley. We might go to the movies. The arcades. There's great arcades out here. If you're having any type of anniversary party or company party, I mean, everything happens at the casino. It's really the heart of the community. It's the social place to be. So, I mean, you can honestly... You could take $10 to a casino and to gamble. You could walk around. You could go and eat. You could see a comedy show. You could see any really type of production. And you could put a couple dollars. I mean, there are true penny slots still where you can just bet 1 penny. Mm-hmm. You can get free drinks and go home. It's really just a place of being social.
It is actually. It's not that hot outside. It's quite nice.
No, it's nice. What is it right now? Like 100?
It's like 94.
94?
Yeah. It's not horrible.
And Scott asked if they offer daycare. So they actually do. Some do. Station does. Some of their properties. So Red Rock, Santa Fe, Green Valley.
Any of the places really with a Kids Quest, right?
Yeah, I don't know if the other ones do, but they have a Kids Quest. So the Kids Quest, you can pay per hour to drop your kids off, and they have licensed workers there that will entertain and do activities with the kids. And then they also have the arcade where you have to be a little older because they're not watching you. But employees sometimes utilize those services. I haven't, but I've thought about it when I've gotten into a pickle and I've had a lot of work to do. It's pretty cool. You just pay per hour, and there's a group there, kind of like on a cruise ship almost, where they just bring the kids in and they're doing activities and playing. So it's really a cool situation. Tony's ask.
She's asking.
Oh, I'm so blind.
Jess, what is your favorite slot game to play? Mine is Dragon Link. I can't stay away. Now, Tony, I know you asked Jess, and I know that it's not relevant.
But Leah wants to chime in.
I really want to chime in. I technically can't play slot games, but like on the apps, if you will.
Yes, Leah's in training on the apps. Oh my goodness,
I'm training. There are 2 games I love in particular. I love, what is it?
You Arabian Jewels.
And I also really like Firelink.
And you liked Ruby Link, right?
Ruby Links. Any of like the Ruby Links.
That's a quick hit.
But I also really like Firelinks. Like with the little fireballs that come down and they go whoosh.
Is your microphone on?
I think so, right? Can you guys hear me?
I see it now. I see it. False alarm.
False alarm. Now your turn. Sorry.
It's just cute. You play the app. It's cute.
I play the app.
Leah's learning. She's in training. Yeah, my favorite slot for like a decade was Dragon Link. I pretty much exclusively played Dragon Link. Loved it, loved it, loved it. And then when we started filming, I realized I was probably going to have to, broaden my horizons and try some other things. But when Rob and I used to go to the casino, we were playing Fire Link and we were playing Dragon Link. And occasionally we were playing Lightning Link. And we really, really were into the Monopoly Quick Hits. Hot Shots. The Monopoly Hot Shot slot machine. It was at Mohegan Sun for a while. Dragon Link is just a classic to me. I will forever play it as long as it's in the casino. Similarly to like Lightning Link and Fire Link. Fire Link's getting hard to find now. But I'm really loving some of these animated games. Mo Mummy is one that catches my eye every time. Dragon Train. Trying to think here. Oh, that Mystery of the Lamp.
You like Cleopatra?
That silly game. I love Cleopatra. I like the newer versions of Cleopatra. Sometimes I play the older one, the classic, and it's fun. But I like some of the newer ones with the graphics. So, I don't know. I've kind of gotten into this. I used to walk into the casino and go straight to Dragon Link. And now I kind of, it's like, what's fun? Yeah, Moolah. Moolah's been treating us well. We've had some beginner's luck on Moolah. Listen, I hated Moolah. I used to wonder why people ever even played it. I thought that was such a silly game. It's so silly. I would not play it. I like it. It's got me. It's bad. I was playing it on my app today. So obviously playing the slot apps, we're partnered with Quick Hits. It doesn't substitute gaming at the casino. It's meant just purely for entertainment, but I do like to use the app, and I'll check games before I go and film to get a feel for like how they're playing and what the bonus looks like, what I should be looking for. So I almost use it as a tool.
I use it just for...
I'm not supposed to really sell it that way, but I do use it.
I think it's quite fun.
It gives you a lot of insight into the game.
And then VUVFFUFG asks, what's your favorite Vegas property? Ooh. Mine is Ellis Island / South Point. We love South Point.
I love South Point. Listen, when we first moved here to Vegas, we were so sad. We were having a really hard time adjusting. And we didn't know what to do.
I know.
It was almost like we got here and we froze. Like, oh my God, what do we do now? And for whatever reason, I don't know.
South Point just spoke to us.
We were at South Point all the time. We were at
day.
Coronado Cafe and we were at the Garden Buffet. And we ate our weight in food there.
Yeah.
Gosh, we were there like every week.
I know.
So
we went walking around one day for like an hour.
We did.
And we
explored
found
the whole
like the
property.
bowling alley.
We found the bowling alley. We found where they have all the rodeo.
Yeah.
We found a little ice cream shop that we like.
Lots of fun stuff there. And it's in a really good, like it's a really nice location. Like it's not too busy. And like around the area, it's not that busy either.
No.
Like it's not hard to get to. And if you are staying on the strip, like it's pretty convenient.
It's not too far at all. It's a great property, great employees. They still do things very old school, which we appreciate. We went to the Garden Buffet. We've gone a few times, but the most memorable is when we went on New Year's Eve, I think it was.
Well, we went twice. One time, I can think of one time that was very memorable, but I don't know if that's what you're going to say.
I think it was New Year's Eve when it was like the unlimited beer
Oh,
and
I think
wine.
it was. I think so.
I remember laughing a lot that day.
Oh, I do.
No,
too.
I don't. The last time we went, I don't remember. I remember it being a little bit more stressful, and the guy stole my stir fry plate.
Yes.
Yeah, and that guy, that big guy that was there, he's like, somebody just took your food. I'm like, yeah.
It was a very weird experience.
That
you guys,
was weird.
You and Dad both got. You made some enemies. Not enemies, but you didn't make any friends that day.
No, they didn't like us that
It
day.
was very weird.
It was a weird vibe. But that day, the first time we went, because
Yeah.
it was the seafood buffet for New Year's Eve, so it was a little bit more expensive. It was unlimited beer and wine,
Mm-hmm.
and they had the seafood.
They also had, like, because it was New Year's Eve, they had, like, cupcakes with, like, little decals on them and stuff. So it was really cool.
And everybody was dressed up,
Yeah.
fancy. Everybody had, like, at the time, their 2024,
Yeah.
gear on. It was fun.
It was fun. It's always a good, like, it's a good place to be. Like, it's always it's crowded, but not like you would expect crowd. Like, it's a good crowd. Like, It's not overcrowded.
It's
I'll say.
crowded when you come in from the parking garage, and then when you get past that, it simmers down a bit.
And then Jay Bart says on Dragon Link 1 cent, how do you change denomination
Okay.
to $1.50?
So on Dragon Link 1 cent, so you'll change your bet amount. It's just going to be right on the console where you place your bet. It will say 50 cents, $1, $1.50. I think it's $2.50 and $5. So you just press the bet amount that you want to play, and it will automatically change it for you. And then if you change your denom, on the bottom, it's going to be the lower right-hand part of the screen, and it's going to say change denom. You press it, and then you can select that too. And then that changes your bet amount, obviously. But if you're just doing 1 cent, it's just right on the panel where you would place your bet and press 150.
She's done that a few times. She can do it in her sleep.
I've done it a few times.
And then Scott is saying he's watched a lot of videos. Yeah, it is like any city that has a warmer climate.
Yeah, you get hit with the homeless.
Yeah.
So I'll just put it this way. I wish Rob was here to give his input because, so when we first moved here, we didn't really understand that there's still a lot of segregation.
Yes.
There is.
It's unfortunate.
It's not based on race. It is based on status. Okay. Yeah. So there's a lot of poor areas, and there's a lot of very wealthy areas, and there's a little bit in between. And it is hard to differentiate until you live here where those areas are and where you're safe and where you're welcome and where you're not. So when we got here, Rob actually ended up working for a company on the east side. And the east side is, Boulder Highway. It's literally where Cops is filmed.
It was on Boulder Highway. That's where he...
It was on Boulder Highway.
Yeah.
It is the ghetto. And there's a lot of crazy stuff that goes on in that area.
He had some stories.
There were some stories.
And we still quoted and not necessarily just the homeless people, but just that side of town in general. Like, it's busier. There's a lot of stuff going on, so it's a lot of stories.
Yeah, it can be rough.
Yeah. It's older.
Once you live here, you really learn where not to go and where you'll be safer. You learn the communities where, you will probably want to live. You kind of stay in your bubble once you get into your community.
You go to your Starbucks.
The homeless stuff, Vegas does a really good job of hiding it, okay? That's just the honest truth. They hide it. A lot that goes on doesn't get put into the media because they're trying to keep a reputation to keep tourists coming. But Vegas is not particularly safe. And every time I'm down on the Strip and I see tourists just with a purse wrapped around their shoulder.
Well, we have a story too. So one time, our first time here, it was our last day on vacation. We went to Monamiga Bay.
We did.
And we were sat out on the little terrace outside, and this one family, their daughter, someone younger, set their phone on like the little
ledge.
And a homeless man walked right past and I don't think he grabbed.
He
I don't think
grabbed
he took
it, but he didn't get away with it.
He didn't get away with it.
They hit him and they got him.
But that was right on the Strip, and that was while you were in a restaurant on a property that was very secure and very nice.
Well off, like it's expensive to stay there.
Yeah, and it's not that necessarily it like couldn't happen anywhere, but it's very shocking.
I tell people, if you're going to vacation here, you got to keep your head on a swivel.
It's a city.
And I understand that, alcohol is free flowing and I know that there's access to drugs and I know that there's different things going around, but if you want to stay safe, you need to stay aware. Yes. There are opportunists here and they are watching you and they will pickpocket you. They will beat you up.
They will you want a reading.
Steal from you. They will ask you, if you want something, for exchange of money, if you know what I mean. So you've got to be aware. And when it's late at night and it's dark, just really don't venture far from the casino you're staying at. Really don't. And if you are, take an Uber.
Yeah.
Take an Uber and drive. I see people, tourists, like I said, they have their groups of girls, they have their
know.
purse around their strap, crossbody, and they're down by the strap.
I know, and they're walking
And they're
from
walking.
Caesars to the
Like,
Strat,
no.
and it's just
No. You
it's
cannot walk the
dangerous.
strip. Listen, don't walk the strip. Don't. Okay? It's a long strip. It's a lot of miles. Factor into the cost of visiting to either
Rent a car.
Uber, Lyft. There is some public transportation. Again, I don't really recommend it. It's gross. The last time that we went down to the strip, we thought we were having a good family night.
Oh my goodness.
We got on the tram that goes between
the crystal shops.
The crystal shops. There was a woman picking lice out of her hair and throwing it on the ground. So it's kind of nasty.
Well, it's like if you go into any city, there's a lot going on at once, and there's a lot of ways that people can
Scam you.
And
they're ready.
And they're
and
ready.
they're pros.
And it's just more apparent here
Yep.
because there's a lot of tourists, and you hear a lot of like, oh, don't go here because it's a bad part of town. It's really not. It's just that you weren't paying attention.
You were not paying attention, yeah. I can't stand when I see all these little young groups of girls, and they're in their little mini dresses and their heels, and they're on Fremont Street, and they're walking the strip. Like, don't. I can't express to you how many people are just watching to take advantage of you. You really got to be safe.
I know. And it doesn't matter
and
where
even
you
men.
are.
Even men,
Yeah, happen to rob.
It will happen. A woman might bump into you, and she may look and smell nice, and you think she was of no problem, and you're going to be missing your wallet.
Yeah.
Like, just be aware. That's all.
Tony said that, yeah, that is disgusting,
Yes.
Tony. And then Jay Bart said, do you think the slot machines are much tighter than before COVID?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Everything's changed. I mean, we're all aware of that, right? Like, our whole world has been flipped upside down since COVID. That's just a reality now. But when it comes to business, right, like, businesses have had to be creative, and they've had to figure out ways to remain profitable. So, yeah, the casinos are definitely being innovative. They are definitely reinventing themselves. And you don't see the comps. You don't see the availability of things that you can do being so free as they were. So, it used to be, okay, you come to Vegas, you're having a good time, you're getting a lot of drink service, you don't have to spend a lot of money, and now it's like everything. You want to get into a club, you got to pay somebody to help you get into the club, and then pay to get into the club. You go into the casino, things are tighter. Gaming doesn't make up all of the casino anymore, right? So it used to be that the player coming in was coming in to gamble. Well, not so much anymore. The player coming in now is coming in for entertainment. So casinos are getting smaller. So because they're getting smaller, games are more volatile. So yeah, I mean, it's different. And we're going to see it continue to morph into different things as the years come. Absolutely. I actually got a statistic. I got this from IGT that I think it was 10 years ago, the average player was spending 35 cents per spin. Today, that same player is betting $1.50. And that is just due to how business has changed. But our bankrolls haven't really changed. We're not really making that much money. So you can see how it's evolving and changing for sure. The buffets, the ones that still exist, 5 years ago, you could go to Bacchanal 5 years ago, $20 a person. It's like $80 a person now, maybe 90. Like, it's not that good.
And if I'm paying top dollar to go to Caesars, and it's gonna...
Yeah, and like, it's not that good.
It's like, we went to Caesars, and it was fine. This experience was fine, but it just...
It was subpar.
It was subpar. And then Arlene's in here.
Hi, Arlene.
Yeah. And then Lucky Newfie says hello from St. John's.
What did Arlene say? She says, not like the Vegas of the 80s. No, not like the Vegas of the 80s. We used to go to Vegas frequently, dressed to the nines. Oh, yeah. And it's one of those things. It's, I obviously wasn't here in the 80s. I was very young. But I've grown up fantasizing about the glitz and glamour of Vegas, right? And you would dress up, and you would have a nice meal, and you would gamble, and It is not so much like that anymore. It's becoming much more casual. They actually did a campaign. This might have been right around COVID. They did the campaign. It was they changed the slogan, so it wasn't "What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas." It was oh, you have a good memory. It was more enticing to families. Remember, they changed the whole slogan.
I don't though. I don't remember what it is.
Oh, they changed it. And now it doesn't exist anymore. So it's like they were trying to market to families and now they've pulled back and they're not marketing to families as much. And I don't know, Vegas is just like that. It just changes constantly.
Yeah. Well, AW, my opinion on kitty glitter is that of someone who loves it. I love kitty glitter.
What's your opinion of kitty glitter?
And that also answers Patricia's question. That is my favorite slot game.
That is your favorite slot game. There's something about kitty glitter that has a chokehold on you.
I don't know what it is. Something about those kitties.
Man, those kitties really get you. Honestly, my favorite slot games are some of the most volatile, and I can't help it. I just love them. I'm always going to Dragon Link, Fire Link, Dragon Train. Like I said earlier, Mystery of the Lamp. Man, I've just been playing that a lot lately. I started playing Invaders from Planet Moolah. What else do I find myself going to? Lightning Links, Lightning Dollar Storms. Well, that's not this. Those are two different games, but you know what I mean. Dollar Storm's a great game, but it's volatile. I don't know. I try now when I go to the casino. I try to really just pick something new. We have a little bit more information now than when we first started. We do have some great contacts at stations, so we find out more frequently, you know, okay, this new game's coming out. Light and Wonder will email us, hey, these new games are coming out. Well, same with Konami and IGT, you know, these are new games. So I keep my eyes posted for those to be able to try them. G2E is coming up here in October. So every manufacturer is going to be there. We're going to be able to film and try all the new games, which is very exciting. So honestly, it's just, I don't know, it's kind of what I'm feeling these days. Yeah, Huff and Puff. I mean, the whole Huff and Puff series, it's going to go down in history now as being a classic. They have made so many variations. Money Mansions is coming out this year, before the end of the year. So that's a new variation. They have the 3-reel. I made my suggestion to Light and Wonder to make Huff and Puff a popper. Ooh. So they have the 3 little pigs. You have to play to pop the pig because everyone loves a popper.
I like that, and that would be fun.
I'm just saying, if that comes out, you can
the poppin' pig.
Bring that back to me.
Yeah. And then AW
Their teams are so smart. If they have that in happening, they already have it happening. But I like to think maybe I influenced it. All right, what do we got? What else?
AW says, I think the quote was, keep your kids at Circus, or Excalibur. And then he says, I hate cats, and as a man, I play it like grandma and never lose on it. See, I don't love cats, but I love kitty glitter.
Yeah, you don't like cats at all.
They freak me out.
You like kitty glitter. Yeah,
but
you do not like cats.
I do love when the cat slots are going.
They meow.
Yes.
Keeping the kids at Circus and Excalibur. Yeah, I mean, we vacationed here. We have our youngest is 7. We have vacationed here with her. She's had a lot of fun. We've gone to both Excalibur and Circus. She loved Excalibur. Oh, she loved it because it's a castle. And they have gift shops with all of the princess attire and the little wands. And
I fell at that buffet.
You did fall at the buffet. We went to the buffet and she loved it. We used the My Vegas app. And we got the 2-for-1 buffet. And they have the Tournament of the Knights there. We didn't get to go. I know it's so cheeseball, but I feel like we have to go at some point.
I think so.
And Circus, listen.
21st birthday.
We're going to time out for Circus for a minute. Let me give Circus let me give it its due respect, okay? Listen. Is it a showstopper? No. It's on the Strip. It is pretty basic, but there's some unique things to it, okay? And when you go to Circus and you see the clientele that they bring in, you understand that they are bringing in the family on a budget with kids, okay? That's who they're marketing to. So anybody who wants, a fancy little drink and wants to wear fancy little clothes and have a night out, you're not going to Circus, so stop talking about it, right? Families are going to Circus. It's affordable.
Exactly.
There's entertainment. There's cheap eats.
It's close to the strip. It's on the strip.
It's on the strip. It's close to being able to get to the bus line's right there.
Yeah.
You step out of Slots of Fun and there's the bus line. So if you have to take public transportation, there you go. So listen, everything in Vegas has its place. Everything works for different purposes. And if you are a family on a budget and you have a chance to make a memory and come as a family and you can stay at Circus and you can afford the amenities and afford, what's going on there.
No shame.
Yeah. I'm
no
never going to
shame.
tell you no. And you know what? I've played there with my player's card. I haven't put a ton through. Coin in. We do the coin slot sometimes on live, and I've done some various videos there. But I will tell you very quickly, I got 2 nights comped. It continues to come every month, 2 nights comped if I want it. And I think $15 in free play. So I don't want to hear from the Circus haters because it's obvious that Circus isn't for everybody. It's obvious that if you're looking for a high-end Vegas experience, you're not going there. You're going somewhere else on the strip. So all the hate that it gets, all the people putting it down, once and for all, enough. It has its place, and there are people there who are very happy, and they have their families, and they're making memories. And it's a great thing.
Yes.
So
subscribe for more hot takes.
That's where I stand. And that's the end of that.
I know. Yes. So I might be missing a few, but I see Heading Knox said not well at the moment, but loving the live stream. Thank you.
Thank you.
And then Donna is asking, is it safe for families too? Yes, it's safe for families, I'd say.
Where? At Circus?
I'm assuming, yes.
Yeah,
so
listen, Circus is on the south end, right? The south end of the strip? North end of the strip. The north end of the strip is interesting, right? So you have some high-end properties. You have Wynn, Encore, Fontainebleau, Resorts World, and then Circus kind of falls behind that, and then you get into, the Strat. If you're coming with a family, don't go out late at night and walk the strip.
Obviously.
Okay? Don't. Stay within Circus. Go to the Adventure Dome, get some food, go to the food court. If you are going out, go out with your own vehicle. It's really hard to navigate with Uber and Lyft having a family. I know. We have traveled as a family of 6 before. It's complicated. And most often now we travel as a family of 5. You need a car. It's hard. You can't rely on other people, and the vehicles really aren't big enough. So if you're there and you're in your room, I think you're going to be fine. For me, I look, because, we still have a little one, when we're staying at any hotel, any resort, I want to know that you have to use your key card to get the elevator going.
Was it like that at New York?
I believe so.
That's also a good one too.
Because Flamingo was not, and I
Flamingo
didn't like that.
wasn't, and that was a little.
And Caesar said it was, and it wasn't.
It was very misleading.
It was very misleading. I like to know that you're going to put that key card up, and it's going to go. Now, I don't believe that is the case at Circus, but honestly, if you're staying on property, you're fine. You're totally fine. Now, the one downfall with Circus with a family is that their pool is across the street.
Oh, that is a little.
So you have to walk out of the front doors of the casino and cross this pedestrian area, and then there's a pool. So I don't love that.
But if that's what you can.
But if that's the budget.
Then that gets you to Vegas.
Yeah,
and
then
that's
you're
all
in Vegas.
That matters.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you will remember that.
But those are things to just keep in mind. Just keep in mind that it's a little tricky getting around. That's all. Thoughts on playing at El Cortez? I actually like El Cortez.
Yeah.
El Cortez is very old Vegas. They are doing some big renovations. They're working with a lot of influencers. We don't get downtown as often. But I know a lot of other influencers do. They're down there frequently. I know Vegas Matt is selling his merch and he's down there. I know Pomsey and Greta go down there frequently. Ruby and Mr. Ruby, I know I've seen them doing live streams down there, and they've done a lot in the past with Travel Ruby on Fremont. So they've done a really great job showcasing that. Who else do we see? Oh, Slot Hopper. Slot Hopper loves El Cortez. She's down there. She's such a gem. Oh, she's the sweetest little thing. Who else?
Gambling Granny?
Gambling Granny.
Yes.
If anybody follows Gambling Granny, she does Granny Fest there, and she plays there, I think, almost exclusively.
Yeah.
I know I have seen her at Red Rock, but she goes there a lot.
R&B also says hello from Florida.
Hello. Thank you for joining.
And then, let's see. Bill Catherine says circus is just cheap. That in the stratosphere.
Yeah, it's a budget friendly.
It's budget friendly.
It's a budget friendly location, and like I said, they're marketing to families.
Yeah, if you're able to afford something else, you're not thinking about circus.
No, not at all. So, yeah, I would say, if you guys come to Vegas and you get a chance to try the Strip and, try downtown, you'll see it's very different vibes.
Oh, yeah.
It's very different accommodations.
Depending on who you're going with.
Depending on what's going on, it's very different. But there's so much to see, and there's so many cool places. And
like the Fremont Street, there's a lot of really cool things, but it's not the most family.
It's not for
friendly
family
at all.
No.
So I would take a look at that too before.
Please don't bring your kids to Fremont. It's just too much. Number one, it's very loud.
Yeah, even your teenagers.
Don't bring your pets there. I see people walking their dogs. Like, dude, it is so loud you can't think.
It's free will, but at the same time, it's common sense.
It's just so loud and it's so overstimulating, and there's so many drunk people and they're just stumbling around. So just keep that in mind. I feel like I missed something.
Let me see. Oh, Hanging with Kylie says new sub here. Hello, Kyle.
Well, hello. Thank you for subscribing. Yeah. We appreciate that support. And thanks for hanging out with us tonight.
We really do.
I see something from Gamble Dog. He said he was going to say Slot Hopper and Gambling Granny got the grand. They did. I saw Gambling Grammy. I was Grammy. Gambling Gramby. You know what I'm saying.
The infamous
Gambling Granny. I saw her hit her grand on Flaming Hot Pots. That was cool. She was crying. That was awesome. I loved every second of that.
That was cool.
Circa is high end. Yeah. Listen, Circa is beautiful. The first time you stay there, the room might be a little expensive, but they do that. You can move up in their tier pretty quickly. When you come back, you'll probably get a free stay. Circa is great. It's 21 plus only. They do card you at the door. Beautiful property. Smells so good. Yeah, if you get to go there, please go.
Yeah. Jay Bart?
Yeah, Jay. I don't really play blackjack. I'm sorry. I'm more of a slot player. Rob and I have dabbled on like the gaming blackjack. Not at the tables, the one that you can play like as a game. I'm terrible, and I probably shouldn't be playing it, so I don't very often.
Renee's in here.
Renee, oh my goodness, Renee. Hello. Thanks for joining.
Lucky Grace is also in here.
Lucky Grace, hi. Thank you for joining. I wish I wasn't so old and my eyes weren't so bad. Is that Vania? Am I saying that right?
Vania. What's your favorite game?
Oh, I love them all.
Yeah, we love all games.
There's so many slots that I'm into. Yeah, the one that you get the best bonus on, that's one that I like the most. But I play a lot of Dragon Link, Lightning Link. I like Momami. I like a lot of IGT games.
What's you guys' favorite?
Light and Wonder games, Huff and Puff. They really got a little bit of a hold on me.
Tony is asking, Jess, have you ever won a grand on Dragon Link?
No. Dude, I haven't even won a major. The only majors I've ever won are on Dragon Train and Dollar Storm. Dragon, I don't know what's going on with Dragon Link,
I
man.
don't know. It's waiting.
I don't know. I can't get a thing going. I've had some good bonuses, but I haven't won any like major or grand. I'm waiting because I feel like everybody does at some point if you just keep
It's
at
a rite
it.
of passage.
It's a rite of passage.
It's a rite of passage.
You gotta hit a grand on Dragon Link at some point.
At
You
some
just
point.
have to.
Scott said video poker. Kyle, and thank you for the correction. It is Kyle. Virtual blackjack.
Yes.
Kat says hello.
Hello.
And then Randy Lemery says, what is a good strategy with slots? I find that I win a little but always keep going. Do you change machines or stay at 1 or 2 for longer periods? That's a good question.
So, that's a great question. And it's something that I'm kind of still figuring out, to be honest with you. So when Rob and I used to play slots just for fun many moons ago, we would take our budget, whatever it may be, $300, $500, $800, I don't know, whatever we had for the time where we were at the casino. And we would bet $3, $4 bets, maybe a $2.50, a $5 or an $8, depending on our budget, right? And we would get some okay bonuses. And then when we moved out to Vegas and we started filming and we created the channel, we said, we gotta slow our roll here because we have to be able to budget to film every day. So we started focusing on low rolling. 50 cents and $1 mainly is how we built the channel, okay? And what I found was that those small bets were sort of a slow burn. So maybe you hit on them, probably not. You're probably gonna walk away without any money. Probably not gonna break even, probably gonna lose it all. And I was getting very frustrated because we were filming these videos at 50 cents to $1, and I felt like I couldn't get a good bonus going and I was losing all my money. So one day I said to Rob, you know what? We have to get to a point where we can play closer to how we used to play. Because I know how these slot machines work. I know the volatility. I know where they want you to be for your bet amount and the denoms. We have to play the machine the right way. So we started upping our bets a little bit. Maybe $1.50, $2, $2.50, $5. And when you hit, yeah, that yields a nice bonus. Can you still lose your money? Of course. Can it still be a slow burn? Probably a little bit of a faster burn. But it really comes down to how much money do you have and how many games do you want to play. So for me, I'm kind of accustomed to these, these volatile games, and a lot of them are high volatility now. You've got to be able to put 100 to 200 spins in through the game. You just have to. That's just the nature of the beast. You have to do it. So you have to set your bankroll at that point to manage the dead spins. Yeah. So if that's of any help, I think that it's something that a slot player particularly is always trying to sort out, is what is that sweet spot on the bet amount where I'm not spending too much, but I still have a chance to win or break even and go home with something.
Yeah. Good advice. So let's see. Pug, thank you for joining us all the way from the UK.
Thank you for joining. Yeah. Welcome.
And then Hanging with Kyle said, I hit a high limit dancing drum major recently, so dancing drum is currently my favorite.
Yes, the one you hit your best bonus on will be your favorite. And honestly, dancing drums is a great game. Yeah, you might get wrecked on it a few times, but ultimately, I like it. It's a good game. Where else were we?
What is the most you made on one turn?
Because we've done so much low rolling, to date, the best hit we've had has still just been a hand pay, just a very basic, like $1,200-ish hand pay. We're still waiting for a big win, but we haven't really bet for the big win, so we'll get there. We're slowly scaling the business and slowly increasing our bets, so that we can see bigger wins for sure.
Michelle S. is asking, can you explain your children family
dynamic relation again. Sorry.
Yeah, absolutely. So my husband and I run this channel. His name is Rob, and if you're new here, I'm Jess.
Jack.
So we run this channel. Before Rob and I met many moons ago, he was married previously, and he had 3 wonderful children with
One
his
of which
ex-wife.
was better than the others.
So he has his oldest, who is 22. We have Leah, who is 20.
I've heard some really good things about her.
And we have his youngest, Ewan, who is 15. So that was from his previous marriage. Those are my stepchildren. And then Rob and I have our daughter, who is 7. Her name is Briella. And out here in Vegas, Leah and Briella live with us. And then Ewan visits. He's actually visiting right now, and that's why he's been helping Maud.
Yes.
So he comes out to visit, and Rob's oldest, Caitlin, beautiful girl, she is engaged.
Yes.
She is working hard and setting up her life and doing a lot of wonderful things. So that is our dynamic. I think we're very lucky and fortunate. Rob and I have been very blessed. He has amazing children, and we have a great family, so all good things.
So, River Rat loves our channel, so thank you, River Rat.
Thank
We
you.
Love that.
Like that name.
Love that name. That would be something I would come up with. And then, I'm so sorry, it's catching up.
That's okay. I see RDMX. Oh my, I'm so blind. I'm sorry. But I see Vegas Matt is the GOAT slot player. Boy, he is, right? How cool is he? And you know, he is the GOAT because he is helping everybody else grow, and he has taken slots and turned them into something so relatable, and he is bringing so many new viewers to this community. So I'm sure he's not watching, but if anybody is from his team is watching or knows somebody from the team, thank you, Matt. He has done such wonders for this community, and we are forever grateful for him. What else do we have?
I'm sorry, it keeps loading. So, Hanging with Kyle said I hit $26,000 my first time ever gambling when I was 19 at a bingo hall on slots, and I've been hooked ever since I'm now. Now, I'm assuming you're not from the U.S., are you? Or
I'd be hooked too. That is a win. Wow. Yeah, let us know where you're from. King Tex said, where's that second voice coming
it's coming from the heavens.
That's Leah. She's actually sitting beside me. Because we're on vertical, we tried to put us both on screen, and I have to have this phone so far away from me. I'm already blind as it is. I can't see a thing. So is it okay if I turn around for just a second?
Sure.
I'll turn around.
Jump scare warning.
Everybody,
Joking.
This is Leah. So this is my stepdaughter, one of my stepdaughters, and she lives with us out here in Vegas. And Leah helps with modding, and will soon transition into helping with the marketing, media management of the company, and will soon be 21.
Yes.
So she will be gambling with us. So when you hear that second voice, that's who it is.
And like it or not, you will be seeing more of me.
You will be seeing more of Leah. You sure will.
So, hello, Sherry D.
Hello, Sherry. Thank you so much for joining. Yeah, there is somebody back there. We have Leah.
Oh, okay. Someone's behind. Oh, okay.
And we're scaring everybody. Sorry, you guys.
Like, what's going on?
Yes, so this is a family business. Absolutely. We are
Family owned and
we
operated.
are absolutely, for Rob and I, personally, you know, we've had some struggles in our life, just kind of getting ahead and figuring things out for ourselves. And, you know, when you're out on your own at a young age, you got to make tough decisions, and we don't want the kids going through that. So we are doing everything in our power to set up a life where the kids can have some stability from us, and that we can work together and spend time together, create together. So this has been a dream of ours for over a decade. We are finally here. We are finally starting to live it. It's very exciting. It is thanks to every one of you, all of our subscribers, everybody who tunes in every day, who likes our videos, comments, helps with our partnerships and downloading our apps, and
Just being you.
Just being you, yeah, it helps. It gives us the ability to follow our dream and,
and it
stay together as a family.
It makes our days when we're able to read all your comments and
Yes.
hear all your stories, and we're able to we're able to step into your lives a little. And
you think there's somebody behind me. That's a bush.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on my patio. So the way the patio is set up is we have our grilling patio area, and then this big wall here separates us from the other house.
See, I actually moved because of you saying there's someone behind us.
That's a bush. That's a bush.
I was very scared.
Okay, I gotta zoom in.
Oh, sorry.
Here.
So Hanging with Kyle said he's from the U.S. He's just from Seattle, Washington, but bingo halls.
That's right, at 18 plus.
Well,
You're
I need
right.
to go there.
Seattle's beautiful. We do want to travel to Seattle.
And then Sherry D. Slot says, I love your channel. You show exactly how it occurs in the casino.
We do.
Aww.
Yeah. Thank you so much for watching and saying that. You know, we do focus on the reality. I don't think it's fair to show a viewer that you're just going to go to the casino and win big. Now, that's very entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
And those videos do get a lot of views. But that's not the reality. You're usually going to lose. But every once in a while, you do hit it big. So we live for those moments.
Oh. And then Tony, as always, she's very supportive. She says, wow, love your channel, Jess. Wishing you great success.
Thank you, Tony. Tony's been with us for a long time. I appreciate your success and all of your love. Thank you for sending that to us. It really keeps us going, all of that positivity. We really appreciate it. I also saw a comment.
King text. Would the casino maybe give you credit for basically promoting their business?
Yeah, so it's interesting with the casinos, right? So some casinos do partner with influencers. I believe Choctaw is one of them, where the casino itself is partnering and they offer, free play and different benefits. Out here in Vegas, it's a little different, okay? So we would love to partner with a casino. When you partner with a casino, you usually have to sign an exclusivity clause so that you are working exclusively with that casino. And then they will say that maybe you can't work with another casino up to, 90 miles within the radius. That's hard here in Vegas because all the casinos are right together. So in order for Rob and I to even be in a position to potentially have a partnership with a casino, it would most likely have to be, the closest would be, California, maybe Arizona. But we may have to look further beyond that into maybe southern states, middle America, because once you sign that clause, you cannot really be at any other casinos within whatever that radius is, because then it's as though you're promoting them. So some of the people that you may be watching online do have partnerships with different casinos, and that's why you'll see them traveling to sort of these off the grid places of like, why are they at that casino that's so far away and out in the middle of nowhere? They have a sponsorship. So
hello, Rahul. It is currently 10:08 p.m.
Yes,
here in Vegas.
It is.
10:08. And then Michelle says, you are doing a wonderful job. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you for your time, Michelle.
Yes, thank you for being here. Like I said, I knew this wasn't going to be, an all-star live, but I figured why not sit and chat when we were at the casino. It is so busy and it is so distracting.
And we were going to be talking out here anyway.
We were going to be talking out here anyway. We would love to come and sit on the patio when it's, the sun goes down. So it's so hard to connect sometimes when we're live at the casino because it is chaos. It is absolute chaos. So I like to do something like this. And I think you're going to see some more lives like this where we're just hanging out because
we like talking to you guys.
Yeah, I like talking to you guys, and I really can't keep up with anything that's going on when I'm live at the casino. It's too busy.
Oh, and then Mama Bear's in the house. So hello, Mama Bear.
Hello. Thank you for joining.
This is a little bit of a different live stream,
yes.
But we are so happy you could join us.
Doing things a little different tonight.
Lucky Grace says, I am from Miami, Florida. We've been to Vegas on July. Love Vegas and totally different here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I agree. Miami is beautiful in its own right, and Rob and I are actually hoping in the next couple of months, I know I hear the AC, that we can get, up to maybe Tampa to do some stuff at the Hard Rock. And but Miami is beautiful. Vegas is beautiful. And
yeah. And then David says, hi, y'all, from Colorado.
Hello. We love Colorado.
We do
Colorado's
too.
amazing.
We drove through there.
We did. We drove through the mountains, and it was the scariest thing I've ever done in my life. I feel like I missed a comment. Maybe I didn't. Okay.
No.
Leah's helping me keep up. I'm blind, you guys. I'm blind.
Doesn't matter if I'm here physically. I'm still modding.
She's helping me read all these comments.
Do you guys have any other questions? Like, we'd love to.
Boy, we've been live for a while. We still have to eat dinner.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Well,
you guys, you make this too easy.
I know.
Thank you, guys.
I know. We have, this has been really fun. Everything, it's actually nice. We're talking anyways.
Yeah, we'd be talking anyways.
Ooh. Lucky Grace says, I'm hoping to see you in the Hard Rock Hollywood.
We're hoping to get down that way for sure. It's been on our bucket list for a long, long time, and now we have a reason to do it. So, good evening.
Yeah.
And let's see, what does Mama Bear say? Can you
Mama Bears, how often do you play when you're not filming?
None.
If you're counting casino other than arcade, they don't do too much.
No, everything that we do is when we're filming. So sometimes we might play off camera on filming days, but if it's not a filming day, we're not playing. Just because right now with the business being so new and having to keep our budget strict, we don't have a lot of play money, if you will. It's really, we have to maximize what we're using. So I'd like to get to a point where we can have days at the casino again, where we're having date nights and we're playing and it's not a problem. But right now we kind of are in a place where we have to film everything that we do.
Yeah. And then Jay Bart asked us, what casino do you go to the most?
Station casinos, and it's Red Rock and Durango right now, just because they're closer to where we live. We know some of the staff. They've been really friendly and welcoming to us. So,
and the comps do work in our favor more than other.
Before the summer, it was when did we have our
April.
April.
We had it in April.
So we had a free night at Red Rock in April. We stayed as a family.
It was absolutely lovely.
We had 2 nights of pool night. I had margaritas by the pool. We got food. It was awesome.
It was really good. It was
awesome.
Really nice. And then we were able to just spend time as a family, and they did very.
And the beds were really comfortable.
Oh my goodness,
the beds.
And I was sharing a bed too with a sprawl out sleeper.
No, Red Rock's great, and those beds are very comfy. We could have stayed at Durango. Rob and I could have, for the IGT event that happened in June. But because we live so close, we came home and slept at home.
They missed me too much.
Those rooms are very nice.
Yeah. Tony's, thank you so much for your support again.
Yes, thank you so much.
And then Michelle, what is your average budget for a day?
So it started at $100 a day. And I would say that we are between $100 to $300 a day now, depending on how the session is going. We've had to scale the business, so we've had the ability to put a little bit more cash flow into it, but I still try to see how much I can do with 100, honestly. I think that it's realistic for a lot of players, and it lets us play for a while, but I would like to get up in bets a little bit and more frequently do a little bit of a higher bet. So I would like to have my bankroll much closer to, $300 to $500 per session at some point. But right now we're at one to 3. It's usually 1 to 2. Sometimes on the lives, depending on how it goes, we'll have to throw in that extra 100, but that's once in a while.
Yeah. And then David said he got to see a Star Wars movie at the Luxor IMAX.
That actually sounds really cool.
That is pretty cool.
I was just watching a short on TikTok the other day about all the artifacts at Luxor for Titanic.
Oh, that is so cool.
And I really, really want to go. I love that stuff.
That and then the King Tut too.
King Tut.
That's
so when
cool.
the kids were all little, this was before, no, Briella was just born.
Oh,
she was a newborn.
She was.
And the kids were all little. We took a trip. We drove from Maine to Virginia.
Just a short drive.
And we went to DC. We visited museums and did a whole bunch of stuff. And then we drove back home. We stopped in New York, did Manhattan and everything, and then drove home. And I just have this thing for museums.
Oh, it's so cool.
Gosh, I have a thing and I just love them. And that's one of the things I want to do. We've been talking about it recently of, getting back to DC.
Yeah.
Getting back and seeing different museums. But it's cool because some of that stuff is here now in Vegas.
You know what I really want to do too? I want to go to like some of like the more Western ones. Like, and like I know that like they're not considered museums, but like they're like little what are those? Like the little ghost town
like
ones,
little ghost
like
towns.
stuff like that. I think that kind of stuff is so interesting.
Like they're like kind of like collections.
Yeah, whatever they're called, and like there's a lot of cool stuff.
I like that. Our family as a whole really likes history.
We're all pretty nerdy,
and we're kind of nerdy. We really appreciate that stuff. So
Jeopardy is a fun, fun pastime.
We watch Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy.
Yeah.
We like to do that.
And we go to the casino.
And we go to the casino.
Let's see. So, Scott, we do not have a host at those casinos.
No, and I touched on this earlier because it is our fault. Because we were in such survival mode kind of building this business and we didn't have any content at all. We had to create everything. We were going daily, every day, filming. We're finally getting to a point now where we could film like a week, 2 weeks in advance. And that will help with our comps. So when you're going every day and you're just putting $100, $200 into the machine, you look like you're nothing to the casino. We need to go like once a month and put a couple thousand through the machine, not go back for a month and wait for our comps. So we've really done it to ourselves and we're hoping to, change that as the business grows.
Oh, thank you, Mama Bear. And she spelled my name right too.
Oh, cute.
Oh my goodness.
That is so cute.
I have heard of Bodie. I do really want to go. I'm so into all that, but I skipped a few because that made me really excited.
That is exciting. It's not a museum, but we were talking about going back to San Diego. We love San Diego.
Oh my goodness.
And we were talking about going back to San Diego and going to
like Balboa Park.
Oh, and unfortunately, I've heard that there's just a lot of homeless people and it's a little run down now, but there's history.
I know.
And it's so cool and we really want to go.
Well, and then David, he grew up in Texas. That sounds very cool.
I'm sure there are a lot of ghosts. Texas is so big, you guys. Like,
I know.
Listen, it took us 4.5 days to cross the country, okay? From Maine to Nevada.
Nevada.
I am not local. I'm
Nevada.
sorry. I can't do it. I'm not local.
I'm just saying, I got absolutely
well, the people you work
obliterated.
with. I feel like you could take 4 days to cross Texas.
Yeah.
And we crossed the country.
We did the whole thing.
Texas is so big.
The whole thing.
So big.
Buddy Love grew up in San Diego. That's
San Diego
awesome.
Is so beautiful. I said to Dad, I said to Rob, I was going through houses. So we're renting right now. We had to get our bearings when we got here, and we decided to hold off on buying until we really know where we want to be, because you could get stuck in some really bad situations with a bad neighborhood and bad neighbors. And I'm not going to spend over $500,000 for that. Believe me. Yeah. So we are renting, and we were, what was I saying?
I'm not sure.
Where were we going with this?
San Diego.
Oh, thank you. Sorry. It's like a little ADHD right there.
It's late too.
We haven't had dinner yet.
No.
I said to Rob, I said, for a cool $5 million.
Oh my goodness, that's my favorite pastime.
We can get a nice craftsman, newly renovated home right in Coronado.
Oh my goodness.
Just $5 million.
Yeah, just $5 million.
So everybody who watches and likes and subscribes, you can help fund our life. We're not really living there, but
well, we had a conversation not that long ago, and it was basically me being like, oh, I don't know, like I get in these ruts of being like, oh, it'd just be fun to download Zillow. Just fun to download Zillow. And then we just go back and forth forever, just putting like, oh, this house for $80 million.
It's only $80 million.
Like, it's only $80 million. Like,
What's the problem?
And then there was one we saw in Los Angeles. How much was it? It was like $100 million or something. It said it was like the most.
It was an estate.
Oh my goodness, that was wild.
Yeah. So, you know, who knows?
Ooh.
Who knows what could happen?
Balboa has haunted trails.
Oh, that's scary.
That does sound cool. Tracy says she loves us.
Thank you, Tracy.
We
Thank you for watching
love
and
that
tuning
too.
in. I appreciate that. I think somebody's looking for dinner.
Oh my goodness.
Hi,
That was-
Boo. All right, my youngest is at the door. She's had about enough of this.
She's spying.
Yes, she is. She's had enough. We've gone for a long time.
We have. She did.
And I did promise the kids spaghetti, so I gotta.
Oh, she promised us some spaghetti.
I gotta make some spaghetti. So you know what, you guys, listen. Thank you. This is over an hour and a half.
I know. Well, it's when it's with the fun people.
When it's with family and friends, you know, we're gonna be signing off. If you have any other questions, always feel free to email me.
we do
leave
have
a
an email.
comment. I have an email. You can find everything right on our YouTube page. We have a website. Very easy to get in touch with us. Shoot us a message anytime. We're
Instagram. You can
anything.
DM us on Instagram.
You can DM us. You can. But we are gonna sign out. I'm gonna make some spaghetti and garlic bread.
Yes.
And we are gonna have a lazy night in.
Yes.
I love you all.
The night will roll into the
It will
morning.
roll into the morning. Thank you for being here. Thank you for
Yeah.
supporting us. And we will hopefully see you all again soon. We have some new videos coming out and some live. So much love from Vegas. Thank you guys. Have a good night.
Thank you.